If your dog is peeing all over your apartment, there's a specific reason why, and it's not what you think. I'm going to show you something called the single zone protocol, and once you understand this, everything changes. Look, I get it. You've probably tried multiple pee pads thinking it would give your dog options, right? Make it easier for him, more convenient for you. But here's the thing. That's actually the biggest mistake you can make. Most dog owners don't realize that multiple pads aren't a solution. They're the problem itself. Your dog's brain doesn't work the way you think it does. He's not smart enough to understand this pad is okay, but that one isn't. What he learns instead is that any soft, absorbent surface inside your home is fair game, and that's why he's peeing everywhere. But the good news? There's a proven way to fix this. And it's simpler than you think. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. Here's what happens in your dog's brain when you set up multiple pee pads. Your dog doesn't think like you do. He doesn't look at a pad and think, oh, this is the bathroom. Instead, his brain is wired to recognize patterns. And the pattern you're creating when you scatter pads around your apartment is soft, absorbent surfaces inside the house equal bathroom. That's it. So when he finds your couch cushion, your bedroom rug, or your kitchen mat, all soft, all absorbent, his instinct kicks in and he thinks, this is fair game too. You're not training him to use a specific location. You're accidentally training him that anywhere soft inside your home is acceptable. And here's the thing. Most dog owners don't realize this is happening. They think their dog is being stubborn or difficult, but he's not. He's actually following the rules you set up. The confusion isn't in his head, it's in the system. And that's exactly why the single zone protocol works so differently. Instead of spreading pads around and hoping he figures it out, you're creating one clear, unmistakable signal. This location, and only this location, is where elimination happens. But before I show you exactly how to do that, you need to understand something deeper about how your dog's instincts actually work, something that most trainers completely miss. Now, let me explain what's actually happening in your dog's brain. Dogs have something called a den instinct. This is hardwired into their DNA. In the wild, a dog will find a specific location, a cave, a burrow, a safe space, and that becomes their bathroom. They don't go anywhere else. Why? Because in nature, going to the bathroom near where you sleep is a death sentence. Predators can smell you. So evolution built this instinct deep into your dog's brain. Find one safe zone and use it exclusively. That's survival. Now here's where most dog owners get it wrong. They think their dog is smart enough to understand context. Oh, this pad is for peeing, but that couch is not. But that's not how your dog's brain works. Your dog doesn't think in abstractions. He thinks in patterns and instincts. When you scatter multiple pads around your apartment, you're fighting against millions of years of evolution. You're telling his instinct, actually, forget everything you know. Multiple soft surfaces are all acceptable. And his brain gets confused because the signal is contradictory. But here's the thing. This isn't a flaw in your dog. This is actually proof that his instincts are working exactly as they should. The problem is the system you've created. The single zone protocol works because it aligns with your dog's natural instincts instead of fighting them. You're not trying to teach him something unnatural. You're channeling what he already wants to do. And that's the key to making this work faster than you ever thought possible. Let me paint a picture of what this looks like in real life. You bring your puppy home. He's 8 weeks old. You're excited. You want to do everything right. So you set up pee pads in the living room, the bedroom, the kitchen, maybe even the bathroom. Your thinking is, I'll give him options. Wherever he needs to go, there's a pad nearby. Sounds logical, right? But here's what actually happens. Your puppy goes to the living room pad on Monday. Great. Wednesday, he pees on your bedroom rug. You're confused. But there's a pad right there, you say. Then Friday, he goes on the kitchen mat. Now you're frustrated. You think he's being difficult. You think he doesn't understand, but the truth is, he understands perfectly. He's learned exactly what you taught him. Soft surfaces inside the house are bathrooms. All of them. You're not dealing with a stubborn dog. You're dealing with a dog who's following the rules you set up. And here's the thing. This happens to thousands of dog owners every single month. They come to me frustrated thinking their dog is broken. But the dog isn't broken. The system is. Once you understand this, everything changes, because the solution isn't more pads, it's fewer pads, it's one pad, it's one location, and that's where the single zone protocol comes in. But there's a critical detail about how to implement it that most trainers completely get wrong. Alright, so here's exactly how the single zone protocol works. It's simple, but it's powerful. And once you understand the 3 steps, you're going to see why this changes everything. Step 1. Choose your zone. Pick one location in your apartment where your dog will eliminate. Just one. This should be a place that's easy to access, away from where he sleeps and eats, and ideally near a door or window if possible. This is his bathroom. Not the living room, not the bedroom, not multiple spots. One zone. That's it. Step 2. Remove all other pads. This is the critical part that most owners skip. You have to remove every other pee pad from your apartment, every single one. I know it feels counterintuitive. You're thinking, but what if he has an accident? But here's the thing. Accidents are actually part of the learning process. They're feedback, and if you leave multiple pads around, you're just creating confusion. So remove them all. Create scarcity. Make that one zone the only option. Step 3. Consistency and reinforcement. Take your dog to that zone on a schedule. After meals, after naps, after playtime, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. When he eliminates there, you celebrate. Big celebration. Treats, praise, excitement. You're creating a neural pathway in his brain that says, this location equals relief and reward. Within 7 to 14 days, most dogs start to understand. The pattern becomes clear. There's only one place where this happens, and that's where his instinct naturally wants to go. That's the single zone protocol. 3 steps, no confusion, no mixed signals, just clarity. But there's one critical mistake that 90% of owners make when they try to implement this, and it completely derails their progress. Now, I know what you're thinking. But wait, my apartment is really small. If I only have one pad, what if he can't reach it in time? Here's the thing. Dogs have incredible bladder control when they're motivated. And when you're using the single zone protocol consistently, your dog learns to hold it until he gets to that zone. It's not about the size of your apartment. It's about the clarity of the signal. I've worked with people in studio apartments, and it works just as well as it does in a 3-bedroom house. The size doesn't matter. The consistency does. Here's another one. What if my dog goes outside sometimes and inside other times? Won't that confuse him? No. Because you're creating a location-based habit, not a surface-based habit. Your dog learns, when I'm inside, I go to the zone. When I'm outside, I go outside. Dogs are actually really good at understanding context when the signal is clear. The problem with multiple pads is that you're creating ambiguity within the same context, inside your home. That's the confusion. One zone inside, outside is outside. That's crystal clear. And here's the last one I hear all the time. But what if I travel or my routine changes? The single zone protocol is so solid that even when life gets messy, your dog's instinct is already locked in. You might have a few accidents during a major disruption, but the foundation is there. And that's the power of working with your dog's instincts instead of against them. Once the pattern is set, it's resilient. But there's one final piece that most owners completely overlook, and it's the difference between a dog that's trained and a dog that's truly reliable. All right, let's recap what we've covered today. Your dog isn't confused because he's stubborn or difficult. He's confused because you're sending mixed signals. Multiple pee pads aren't a solution. They're the problem. But here's the thing. Once you understand the single zone protocol, everything changes. You're not fighting against your dog's instincts anymore. You're working with them. You're creating one clear signal and your dog's brain locks onto it. Within 7 to 14 days, most dogs get it. And then you're done. No more accidents, no more frustration, no more wondering why your dog keeps peeing on your couch. Now, if you want the complete step-by-step system for implementing the single zone protocol, including the exact schedule to follow, how to handle setbacks, and what to do when life gets messy, I've created something called Potty Training in 7 days. It's a complete guide that walks you through everything. The link is in the description below. It's also pinned in the first comment. And if you're watching on TV, you'll see a QR code on your screen right now. Just scan it, and you're in. But here's the most important thing. Start today. Don't wait. Pick your zone, remove the other pads, and commit to the schedule. Your dog is ready. He's been ready. He's just been waiting for you to send a clear signal. So go do that, and I'll see you in the next video.